Hey, what's up guys? So, I just recently reached one of my milestones on Patreon, and I'm super happy for that. And now, as a celebration, I decided to make a studio tour. So, the way it's gonna work is I'll be doing this by sections. And you can find all the sections that I'm gonna go through in the description below. Some of you know that I've moved to a new place, and I've been building this studio for the past 2 months. But first of all, this is my first time building a studio from scratch. And I wanna be very detailed with this, because I know some of you guys are starting to build their own studio, and I can tell you by my first experience building one, what I did good and what I did wrong. So I'm gonna be doing like little reviews of each product I got, and if it's good, I'm gonna recommend it, and if it's not, I'm just fuck that. On top of that, I'm gonna be including all the links to all the products that I'm gonna be reviewing today. Alright, so we can start with the first section. Alright, so you're gonna see that my studio is actually on the second floor. And then here you're gonna see my filming setup, where I got my softboxes and my Black Abyss. And then right here, you're gonna step forward, and then open this door, and there goes my studio. And then here in the back I actually got a walk-in closet where I can just open this. And here's where I put all stuff that I don't really use, but sometimes I use, which is really cool. I love having something like this. Here we got all my tools, all my microphones, all my stuff for my guitar, cables, and all that stuff. Alright, so we can start with my instruments, which are there, but they're out of frame. Fuck. Alright, now you can kind of see it. Yeah, I just keep my 3 main instruments just right next to me. I like to keep them right next to me because I'm kind of a lazy fuck. And it's just so convenient to have it just right there because I can pick up any instruments that I want at any time I want. In just one click. For example, I can be playing bass, so I just have it right here, and then just goes then I would, you know what? I want to play my guitar now, and then oh shit, I want to play some acoustic guitar. It's just like, oh wow, dude, that's so convenient, so convenient. So let's start with my bass. This is an Ibanez Soundgear 375, I believe. It's very cool, and it's a 5-string bass. I don't play bass much, but I like this one. I wish it was smaller though, look at this shit, it's so fucking big. But so far I like it, it has a great sound. It has a really great sound, which is really worth the price. Next one is my acoustic guitar, and this is a Yamaha. It's FG700. I love this so much, I love the sound of it, I love the price of it. I just got it for like, I think $150. And it sounds just like any high-end acoustic guitar, which is so awesome. If you ever need an acoustic guitar for a really cheap price, I would highly recommend to get this one. And now, my Ibanez, my super Ibanez Geo. It's just flame maple top. It's all made of flame maple top. It has lock-in tuners, but you can see them. They are hidden. They're just not there. Most of you think, oh geez, that's like slow quality Ibanez, like cheap shit Ibanez. No dude, this is high-end shit dude. This is fucking amazing. This was like $50. And it's such an amazing guitar. I actually got this guitar like 10 years ago, and I got it for like $50-$40, something like that. It was so cheap, and to this day it still plays really well. And this is my first guitar, which is a piece of shit. This is actually a Chinese imitation of the real deal. It worked fine for the first years, and this is just awful. I hate floating bridges. I can't stand them. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting Chinese imitations of guitars. Nope. Alright, that's all my guitars. Well, I guess I forgot about this, so I'm gonna do it real quick. So this is a tin whistle that I just got. I don't know how to play it. I've been wanting to play whistles for a long time, and this was like $6, and it sounds very cool. I'm trying to learn. And this is my slide whistle, which goes like, wow. Alright, so now we can start with the stuff that you can see here. This thing you see right here is my HP 27 inches monitor. And it's actually the best monitor you could ever have for just $200. And I just connect it to my laptop through an HDMI cable. And this is the computer that I use. I use a MacBook Pro, I think it's 15 inches. I would actually not recommend this laptop at all. It's so expensive for what it is. And I just got it because my school gave it to me. But I mean, it works for me. I do everything I need there. I can make music, I can edit videos, I can play some games. And now let's talk about my mouse. This is an AHmusic 2002, I think, and it's a really good mouse. I really like it. It's a laser gaming mouse. It has a pretty long cord, which is really cool. And I can recommend it. It's actually really good. And this is a hard drive I use for everything. I keep all my samples here, all my footage, and I pretty much work from here. It's a Seagate 1.5 terabytes, I believe, and it's good for the price, I guess. It's very cheap. Alright, so this is my chair, and I usually sit here, and I like it. It can do a lot of fun tricks, like you can do this, you can do this. That's neat, because I usually play guitar and I don't like to have this kind of stuff in my chair. I don't like the arms, I don't like them. It's a great feature that every chair should have. So yeah, it can go up, it can go down, whatever you want, dude. I got it for $80, and this is leather. Good shit. Now I'm gonna show you my desk. My desk is actually super cool. I got this top shelf where I'm planning to put some toys and plushes and stuff. I got these 2 extra shelves that I got for toys or anything, just anything, dude. Then I got another shelf where I put my monitor and all my stuff there. And it also has a hole there and there, so you can do a decent cable management there. Then here at the bottom I got some extra shelf where I put my power strip there and just some random cables, my XLR cable and my instrument cable that I can use at any time. I also got this thing where I can rest my feet while I'm playing guitar. It's good shit. These are the stands I usually use. I've been using them for about 5 years already. What I love about this is that you can pretty much turn it from this to this, and it makes it super easy to take it with you. I also use this boomer, and I love it because I pretty much can clamp it to my desk and just move it around like a regular arm. Most of you already know this, but the DAW that I use is called Reaper, which is a really cool DAW and I can pretty much do anything I want. I even edited this video in Reaper. I also made some tutorials if you want to check them out right here. And yeah, making covers is really easy in Reaper. I just have to press one button right here, and in just one click, and there you go, you got a full cover ready to be released now. So let's hear our cover. And for video editing I use Final Cut Pro, which is actually a really nice software. I work really fast with this program because it has incredible features such as synchronizing all the clips to the audio and also having a multicam clip, and it keeps your session very organized. As you can see right here, it's just one long clip where I can choose between angles in just one strip, which is awesome. And these are my studio monitors. They are called the BX5, made by AHmusic. They're 5 inches and I really like them. I've used them for about 6-7 years I think, and I'm super happy with them. I think I got it for $300, which is fine I guess. And I would highly recommend these ones. And this is my audio interface, and it's a Scarlett 2i2. And I can't recommend this enough. It's the best and the cheapest audio interface for any home studio out there. And you should get it. And these are the headphones I usually use for mixing, and they're the AKG 240. I've been using them for 5 years and I love them. I also got these other headphones that I usually use for tracking, and they're the Sennheiser HD280. I use this for tracking because it isolates the sound very well and it doesn't bleed through the mic. As far as microphones, my main one will be the Audio-Technica AT20, which is the one I'm using right now. And it's a condenser microphone that works really well with vocals, violins, guitars, or any acoustic instrument. Then I got the Sennheiser A3i, which is an okay microphone. I used to use it for voiceovers and stuff. I also got an SM57, which works really well with pretty much any instrument, and especially drums. They're really good for drums. And then I got the MXL 990 and the MXL 991, which are pretty shitty mics, and I would rather get the AT2020 instead. Then this is one of my favorite things. This is the Sony PCM M10, which is a portable recorder. You can take it with you and just record at any time. It has a stereo mic right here, and you can pretty much take this anywhere and record whatever you want at any time you want, which is awesome. I use this a lot for sound effects and sound design and all that stuff where I can't really quite get a microphone with me all the time, and I just keep this in the pocket. Now we can talk about all the acoustic treatment that I got in my room. First, I got a bunch of this foam that looks really nice. And you can see here I actually bought a lot of them. Then you can see all my acoustic panels that I got in my room. and I actually got about 9 of them, I think. The way these panels work is that basically they absorb sound. Now I'm gonna show you an example of how my room sounded like without panels, and then how it sounds with all the acoustic treatment on it. I pretty much built these panels from scratch, and it was actually kinda a lot of work. But it was really fun though. I made them using wood for the frames. And the absorbing material is actually Rockwool 60, I think. And I also got some acoustic fabric for it, in blue and also black. And you can see in the back of my panel that it's pretty much wood, fabric, and the absorbing materials that you can see right here. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about my camera and the lenses I use. So for the camera I use a Canon T3i. As far as lenses, I just use the stock lenses that come with the Canon, which will be this 75 300mm, which I never use because it's actually a really far lens. Then I got the 50mm, which is the one I use the most. And it has a really low aperture, which means you can work with really low lighting and it's gonna still look great. And I mostly use this for close-ups because it gives you that cool looking depth of field. Also, it's only $100, which makes it the cheapest lens in the market. And there's the lens that I'm using right now, which is the 55mm stock lens from Canon, which is awesome too. And it's a great lens, but it kinda requires a lot of lighting. I also got this controller for my camera that you can see right here. And I can pretty much autofocus, take videos and take pictures with just one button, which is awesome. So as far as lighting, the first thing we got here are my clamps. I got these clamps at Home Depot for about $8 each, or $7, I remember. And they're awesome because you can just put them anywhere. You can clamp it here, and I actually got 3 of these. 2 of these have LED bulbs that you can actually control with a remote, and I can put them in multiple colors. This is what I mostly use in my videos to get that accent colors in my footage. The other bulb that you can see right here, it's actually yellow and just a regular house bulb. And it's quite bright and I use it a lot in my videos too. And I actually got a bunch of mic stands that I use for my clamps. I have made 3 videos only using these 3 clamps and they works really well. I usually use this little guy that you see right here, that I made only using cardboard, and it really helps me framing the video and adjusting the lighting. Then if I need a lot of lights, I'll be using my softboxes, which are the Studio Pro softboxes, and they're actually really nice. They can hold up to 5 bulbs inside, and there's 3 switches in the back, so you can pretty much control how much light you want. For example, this is only the left side, this is only the right side, this is only the center, and this will be all of them together. It also comes with this thing inside to help spread the light more. The last thing I got is my LED floodlight, which is 10 watts, that you can see right here. And this also works with a remote. I can set it at any color. Like this, like this, like this. And I just put this on the floor and it looks like this. Then I was like, man, I want more. And I got a bigger version of that, which is 30 watts. And it's actually a lot of light, you can see. So that'll be all my lighting. Now if you get out of my room, you're gonna see in the living room, you're gonna find my film setup, which is the black screen that I usually use. You're gonna see that I pretty much have a really long fabric just going through the whole thing. This actually reaches over there. It's actually really long. The stands are actually kinda good. I got it for like $30 I believe. But there's actually better options where you can just put PVC pipes and just put them together. And it's just way cheaper than this. And yeah, that's my Black Abyss. And I really hope that was helpful, guys, and if you have any comments, questions or anything, just let me know in the comments below. And subscribe and support me on Patreon and all that stuff if you want, I don't know. Okay, thank you, bye bye.